Very good morning, students. Already we discussed CR circuits in the earlier chapter at the end of current electricity. CR circuits means a circuit which is consisting of capacitor as well as resistor. In that circuit, while current is growing and while current is decaying, not exactly current, the charge, because capacitor is a device which is used to store the charge. While the charge is increasing, while the charge is decreasing, what is the nature of the circuit, what is the purpose of that CR circuit, and how it is useful to us, all these things we discussed. In the similar lines, today we are going to discuss LR circuit. LR circuit means a circuit which is consisting of both inductance as well as resistance. These circuits are called transient circuits. Since in these circuits the current is either increasing or the charge is either increasing or decreasing with respect to time. So time varying current containing circuits are called transient circuits. LR circuit, it's a transient circuit. Transient means a circuit in which either current or charge is growing with respect to time or decaying with respect to time. Transient circuit. Today we are going to understand the behavior of current in this LR circuit. Let me take a circuit which is consisting of both inductor as well as resistor. This is an inductor, this is a resistor. Both are connected to a cell and a key as shown in figure. When you close the key, the current starts flowing through the inductor. So inductor of inductance L and resistor of resistance R, both are connected in series to a cell like this. It is at time t is equal to 0, no current is flowing through the circuit. You are going to switch on the circuit. Once you switch on the circuit, what will happen? Let us see. When you switch on the circuit, current tries to enter into the circuit. Inductor is a device which is used to store magnetic energy, already known to you, against the resistance, against the back EMF that is going to get developed here. The current is going to increase its value. Hence this circuit is called transient circuit. So to understand this circuit, let me take the EMF of the cell as E, and if I apply KVL here, apply Kirchhoff voltage law here, what are the EMFs available? E, L into di by dt, IR. These are the three voltages available. As you are going from low potential to high potential, it is taken as positive. This is high, this is low. High to low, negative. Again high to low, negative. This is the general equation about Kirchhoff voltage law for this closed loop. If I simplify this equation, E minus IR is equal to L into di by dt. So dt by L is equal to di by E minus IR. R is capital R, resistance. In order to remove the differential on both sides, I should apply integration on both sides. Integrate on both sides. 1 by L is constant, integral dt is equal to integral di by E minus IR. We have a formula in integration, integral f dash x by f of x dx is equal to log f of x to the base e, or simply ln x or ln f of x. This is the general formula. In order to have or in order to use that formula here, the numerator should be the derivative of the denominator. EMF of the cell is constant, its derivative is 0. Resistance is constant. So minus R di is the derivative of the denominator. So if I multiply and divide with minus R, nothing will happen. So 1 by L integration 0 to t dt. Because at time t is equal to 0, you switch on the circuit. After t time you are observing what is going to happen here. Minus 1 by R into integral R di minus R di by E minus IR. Here, who is the variable? Current is the variable. At initial time, the current passing through the circuit is also 0. After some time, the current passing through the circuit becomes I. So let me take the limits as 0 to y. 1 by L 0 to t minus 1 by R E minus IR to the base E. Limits are from 0 to I. It becomes t minus 0 t by L. This side minus 1 by R into. First of all, I need to substitute I. Next, I need to substitute 0 in the place of I. So it becomes log E minus IR minus log E. So log E minus IR by E, because log A minus log B is log A by B. You bring this side, minus R by L into T is equal to log to the base E 1 minus IR by E. This E will come this side, e power minus R by L into T is equal to 1 minus IR by E. Bring it this side, IR by E is equal to 1 minus e power minus R by L into T. I is equal to E by R into 1 minus e power minus R by L into T. What is E by R? E is the EMF in the circuit, R is the resistance of the circuit. So the maximum current that can flow through the circuit is E by R without considering the potential drop at L. So I is equal to I naught maximum current into 1 minus e power minus R by L into T. This is the general formula for passes of current through the circuit. Current as a function of time. Current as a function of time. This is the trend followed by the current in the circuit consisting of L and R. Now we have to understand at what time what could be the magnitude of current and what could be the nature of that current and what is the use of this equation. All these things we are going to learn right now. Once again, I am telling you clearly, transient circuit is a circuit in which either current or charge is varying with respect to time. Here this circuit consists of L and R, hence it is called LR circuit. In this circuit, whenever you switch on the key, the current will take some time to grow to the maximum value. The maximum value of current you are expecting is E by R. Okay. In order to reach the current from I to I naught, it requires a time from 0 to infinity. Infinite time we need to wait to get the maximum value of current to pass through the circuit. So let us understand the behavior of current by using that equation. This equation is telling the relationship between the instantaneous current, the current observed at a particular time t, how it is related to the maximum amount of current and the value of inductance and resistance available in the circuit. You try to understand the derivation part, and finally that formula plays a vital role in understanding the subject. Let us discuss the formula in detail. Now we will discuss the formula in detail. The growth of current is governed by the equation 1 minus e power minus r by L into t. Here, case number 1, when time t is equal to 0 implies I. I is the instantaneous current at a particular time t. When you keep t is equal to 0 here, e power 0, something power 0 is 1, 1 minus 1 is 0. So the current passing through the circuit is 0. Case number 2, if t is equal to infinity, if you wait for infinite time, 1 minus e power minus infinity, 1 by e power infinity, that is 1 by infinity, that is 0. I takes the maximum value of current in the circuit. So the current grow to the maximum value after infinite time. The important case is the third case. If you wait for L by R seconds time, what will happen? If you wait for L by R seconds, the current in the circuit becomes I naught into 1 minus e power minus 1. That is I naught into 1 minus 1 by e. That is I naught into 1 minus e value is approximately 2.718. So if you simplify this, 0.693 I naught. The current takes almost 69% to the maximum, almost 632 something, almost 63% of the maximum value. The current grow to 63% of the maximum value. That means if you see graphically, this is the time axis, this is the current value. As the time increases, the current increases, current gets maximum value I naught after infinite time. At time t is equal to 0, the current is 0. As the time is increasing, the current is also increasing exponentially, because current is an exponential function. Here, it takes infinite time to grow to the maximum value. But I waited only up to L by R seconds. When t becomes L by R seconds, it is 0.632 I naught. The current grow to 63% of the maximum value. From here to here, the growth is rapid. From here onwards, the growth value decreased. That means from here to here, current grows rapidly. From here to here, the current is growing slowly. The growth of current is clearly observed from the interval 0 to this. Hence, this time is called time constant of the circuit, represented with tau. Tau is called time constant of the circuit. What is time constant of the circuit? You can define the ratio of inductance and resistance observed in the circuit is called time constant of the circuit. Otherwise, you can define the time taken by the circuit to grow its current value to the 63% of the maximum current value. 63% of the maximum current value is called growth of current. Is called time constant of the circuit. The time constant of the circuit is the ratio of inductance to resistance that are available in the circuit. Otherwise, the time taken by the circuit to grow the current value to 63% of its maximum value is called time constant. This time constant is having very important role. Hence, this same equation can also be written as I is equal to I naught into 1 minus e power minus t by tau. Here, tau is equal to L by R seconds is the time constant of the circuit. This formula we will use while solving any problem related to the LR circuit while it is in the growth state. Now we have to understand the decrement or the decay of the current through LR circuit. The growth of current, you observed, the growth is very rapid till L by R seconds, and that particular L by R seconds is called time constant of the circuit. Now let us see the decay of current through LR circuit. That is the next concept that is to be discussed here. This current is called steady state current. The maximum current is called steady state current. To get steady state current, it requires infinite time. 63% of the steady state current can be achieved within L by R seconds. Now we discuss decay of current. Decay of current through LR circuit. Till now we discussed growth of current. Now we are going to discuss about decay of current. Suppose this is the inductor, this is the resistor. They were initially connected to a cell and a key arrangement like this. I am just modifying the nature of the circuit. So if I attach like this, so here the terminals are like this. This is a movable key. If it is connected to this terminal B, then the circuit is in the state of growth of current. Once the current in the circuit grows to the maximum value, now I will shift the key from A to C. Now I will shift the key from A to C. Whatever energy stored in the inductor will decay through the resistor. Hence, we can say the circuit is in the state of decay. Now if I apply Kirchhoff voltage law in this closed loop, by Kirchhoff voltage law, here no source of EMF is there. Voltage drop at this point is L into di by dt IR. Their sum must be equal to 0. If you are going like this, current is also going like this from high to low negative, high to low negative. It is like this. Now, again, let me do the simplification like earlier way. L into di dt plus IR is equal to 0. L into di by dt is equal to minus IR minus di by I is equal to R by L into dt. Integrate on both sides. Upon integration, this minus or you can keep this side. Integral di by I is equal to R by L is constant integration dt. Current varies from initially maximum current is available in the circuit. After some time the current in the circuit is T. This is at time t is equal to 0. This is after time t. Integral di by I is log I to the base e. Limits are from I naught to I. R by L into integral dt is t. Limits are from 0 to t. This is log I minus log I naught. Log I to the base e minus log I naught to the base e is equal to R by L into upper limit t minus lower limit 0. Log I by I naught to the base e is equal to, here minus is there, minus you continue like that, minus R by L. Then this e will go, this logarithmic base will become algebraic base, sorry, exponential base, anything same. I is equal to I naught into e power minus R by t. R by L into t, sorry, R by L into t. This is the general formula for decay of current through a circuit, through a LR circuit as shown in figure. Now, like earlier, if I draw a graph between current and time, what is the nature of graph and what is the value of time constant? Let me calculate now. If you observe the general expression, the decay of current, I is equal to I naught into e power minus R by L into t. Here, again 3 cases will come. Time t is equal to 0. When time t is equal to 0, if you observe, I is equal to I naught, something about 0 is 1. So maximum current is available in the circuit. If you go to the second case, when time t is infinity, then I is equal to I naught into e power minus infinity. That is 1 by e power infinity. 1 by infinity. Nothing but 0. The current decreases to almost 0 value. Now the third case, the most important case, if you wait for L by R seconds, what will happen? The current in the circuit gets a value I naught into e power minus R by L into L by R. So that is I naught by E, some 0.37 I naught. That means the current value decreases to 37% of the maximum value. The current value decreases to 37% of the maximum value. If you observe clearly the graph between current and time, at time t is equal to 0, the current is maximum, that is I naught. As the time is increasing, current is decreasing and gets 0 value after infinite long time. It is exponentially decreasing graph. Earlier, exponentially increasing graph. Again, if you wait for a time t is equal to L by R seconds, t is equal to L by R seconds. After L by R seconds, the current value reduces to 0.37 times of I naught. That means the current value rapidly falls till 37%. Later then the decrement becomes slow. It is gradually decreasing, taking long time. From here to here, rapid fall in current value is observed. Here the time constant of the circuit is defined as the ratio of inductance to resistor connected in the circuit. Otherwise, the time taken by a fully charged LR circuit, that means maximum current is already stored in the inductor in the form of magnetic energy. That maximum current is decreasing its value or decaying its value such that the time taken by the maximum current to decrease its value to 0.37 times of the maximum value is called time constant of the circuit. Hence, this equation will alter its form as I is equal to I naught into e power minus t by tau. L by R is tau. Here minus t by tau. Here tau is the time constant. Tau is the time constant. So this is the general idea of the particular problem. We observed how the current is growing. We observed how the current is decaying. We observed what is the time constant, how it is exponentially increasing, how it is exponentially decreasing while decay is considered. So all these points we understood. Based on all these ideas, the problems, how they are designed, how we need to solve them, now we are going to discuss. Let me discuss one problem as per the question. A resistor and an inductor are connected in series. A resistor and inductor are connected in series through a battery. The switch is closed at time t is equal to 0. The switch is closed at time t is equal to 0. The circuit is shown like this. This is the resistor. This is the inductor. They were connected to cell and a key like this. In this first question, what I need to do is plot the graph of rate of Joule heating P in the resistor versus time t. This is the first question they are asking. We need to draw a graph between rate of Joule heating, nothing but power, rate of energy transfer, in the resistor versus time. The second question, find out the magnitude of current flowing when the rate of increase of magnetic energy in the inductor is maximum. This is the question. Let me solve it. It's very simple. Solution. First of all, any problem given based on LR circuit, First you need to decide whether it is in growth state or decay state. As per the question, the circuit is closed at time t is equal to 0. So it is in growth state. In growth state, the instantaneous current is given by I is equal to I naught into e power minus R by L into T. That is what we derived now. I naught is the maximum current that can flow, voltage by resistance, into 1 minus e power minus R by L into T. This is the general formula. You are asked to find the power. Power in the sense rate of joules heating. Power is I square R. Power is I square R. I square means V square by R square into 1 minus e power minus R by L into T whole square into R. So it and square gets cancelled. So the power value, you finally got it as V square by R into, you can simply write 1 minus e power minus R by L into T whole square. You require the graph between power and time. The graph between power and time like this. Maximum power is V square by R. Like earlier discussion only. It is simply exponentially increasing, but as the square is available, this is the general tendency of the graph. The graph approaches the maximum line after infinite time. This is the first question they asked. The second question, find out the magnitude of current flowing when the rate of increase of magnetic energy in the inductor is maximum. First of all, let me calculate the energy stored in the inductor. The general formula for energy stored in the inductor is half Li square. The energy stored in the inductor is given by half Li square. The maximum energy that can be stored in an inductor, like a half CV square in capacitor case, half Li square is the maximum energy that can be stored in the inductor. Rate of increase of magnetic energy in the inductor should be maximum. Rate of increase of magnetic energy means rate at which this energy is going to change should be maximum. That is d by dt of half Li square. So that implies half L you can take out. Derivative of I square is 2I di by dt. 2 gets cancelled. Li into di by dt. You know the expression for I. Okay. And you can substitute that value of I. What is I? V by R into 1 minus e power minus R by L into T. L into V by R into 1 minus e power minus R by L into T into derivative of this. For V by R derivative is 0 minus V by R into e power minus R by L into T. Again for minus R by L you will get, let me write here, R by L. Here it becomes plus. RR gets cancelled. For maximum and minimum values, the first derivative should be equated with 0. So when you equate this derivative value to the 0, you will get the location where the function gets either maximum or minimum value. So the condition, what you will get is e power minus r by L into t, e power minus r by L into t must be equal to 1 by 2 on simplification. On further simplification, you will get the required result. You are asked to find the magnitude of current. So on simplification, on simplifying that expression, you will get this I maximum. If you want, you substitute this minus r by L value here, V by R into 1 minus 1 by 2, that is V by 2R. This simplification part, it is very simple, you can do mathematically. So the final result for the question is maximum current that can be passed through the circuit when the rate of increase of magnetic energy is maximum is given by V by 2R. This is the solution for the given question. Likewise, we can solve any question by applying the basic equations what we studied so far and by knowing the general formula for various physical quantities. Just go through it.